Okay, we are live. See, Becky, that's how you do it. You give us a heads up, and then we go live. You don't just go live as Jackie saying some embarrassing, horrible shit.
Well,
We just wanted to expose your true colors, your true self.
That's funny.
I am always my true self.
You are.
I am always this fucking insane.
Why do I feel like we just did this?
We did.
Why do I feel like I was just sat here doing the same thing with you people?
Yeah, except you guys were switched.
For 6 hours.
Yeah, for 6 hours. Yeah.
You had to hang with us losers.
I know, it was so long. I did end up finishing that book that day.
I'm almost done.
You haven't finished that yet?
No, because I had to start this thing. Okay, so let's just get involved. So, hello, everybody watching on playback. This is the March meeting of the Black Hat Book Coven, and we are going to be discussing The Stone Witch of Florence by Anne Rashi. Thank you. I don't have the dust jacket, so here's the hardcover, but I don't have the dust jacket, so I don't have a picture of it. Sorry, guys.
Fail.
Totally prepared for this.
Yeah, totally prepared, because Jackie, did you finish the book?
I'm gonna get that. Yes.
And who chose this book and who's hosting this book?
I'm Jackie from First Lady Reads. This one below us, just let her introduce herself. The Canadian
Kristen
over there.
from Kristen Cray's book that was around these parts 3 days ago.
Yeah. And then this one.
Becky.
Oh, you actually got the point right. I'm impressed.
I did finish this book.
You did.
A long time ago.
And unfortunately, we're missing Laura, who is, I like to point out, the one who was not excited about this book because it's set in 1348. And she, quote unquote, is surprisingly liking it. Suck it, nerds.
But I have said since I met Laura that she pretends she hates historical fiction, and she really doesn't, because it's always proven not to be true.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's why
She's not here to dispute that fact.
Yeah,
so it is, in fact, canon material.
It's canon, and it's fact, and it's true.
100%.
Laura likes historical.
She does.
Yes.
So more historicals in the book club. No, please.
I have no.
I like them too, but not every time.
No, so I did not finish it. I have 130 pages left. I don't care about spoilers. Spoiler away. I don't really know how you can spoil this book.
There's not much to spoil, really.
Based on what I've read, I'm just like, not much spoilers. But it is sitting at a strong 3 right now. Strong 3.
That's what I gave it.
What I gave it.
Me too.
Okay.
It's such a 3. That's just like,
Yeah,
I
it
didn't even
feels
have
like,
to think about it. It was like, okay, it's a 3.
it feels like there's a lot of stuff happening, but also nothing is happening.
There's no plot.
Yeah, it's just her going in and healing random fucking people and trying to find these relics.
Which I gotta say, I really could have cared less about finding these stupid relics.
It was dumb.
I don't feel like she gives a shit either.
She doesn't. That's what I was gonna say. I don't even think that that's really the plot. Like, they sold that on the back that that's what the story is. I'm like, do we care? Does the author care? Does the character care?
No.
I don't feel like that's what's like driving the book forward.
I was more interested in like the stones she was using and like what she was using them for.
And like some
anytime that was in the mix, I was enjoying it. But when she was looking for these stupid artifacts, I'm like, I don't care.
Neither. Even the reveal at the end, I was like, okay.
Yeah, I don't even remember the end.
It was like, I won't spoil it because it's but it's not even that big of a deal to even talk about it. Like,
it wasn't that big of a shock or anything to me, but I can't remember the freaking end of it. I also felt like this book was weird because like parts of it were serious, but then parts of it I was like, is this supposed to be funny? Am I supposed to be laughing?
Because I personally giggled when he grabbed the arm and pointed. It was using as a pointer. He's like, I feel more regal when I talk with a severed arm. I'm just like,
it is shit like that. I was like, what?
Adding some comic relief.
Yeah, I was like, all right.
I actually thought it would be darker than it was. Now that you say that, like you're thinking the Black Plague or whatever. I was like, I thought.
And she's like, shunned or banished from society for all this shit.
Yeah, and she had her nose half cut off, but it didn't actually deform her because they didn't do it right. I'm just like,
how does that even make sense?
Yeah, like I know what technique they were talking about, and what it is they slice the nose off, but they only sliced half of it off. So they sliced off this piece of cartilage right here is all they fucking did.
But you would still be a little bit
Yeah, but it didn't do anything to her.
weird.
Although I did find out the coral thing I thought was kind of cool. The information about the coral and the stones and kind of the mystery about that. I liked all that stuff.
Yeah,
Like,
I liked all that.
yeah, that stuff was really
The
cool.
author's note
Mhm.
I found
Me too.
more interesting than the story, quite honestly.
Because the author is like a historian. She like studies gemstones and she's got like
That's
degrees
cool.
in this stuff.
Yeah, and where she like pulled different inspirations from. And
Yeah. And like her husband believed in her so much that he moved, like took a sabbatical from work and she quit her job and they moved to Florence to like study stuff so she could write her book.
yeah,
Okay.
that was
That's some
interesting.
love and devotion right there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, I grew up Italian. My family's from Italy. And like the evil eye, the Mallow stuff, like my Nona,
Mhm.
very, very, very much believed in that. And people
Yeah.
would come, her neighbors would come, my dad's friends would come, and she would perform this whole thing. Like this was like a thing in my family. When I was born, I was looking for it to show you, but I can't find it, which is maybe why I probably should have never taken it off. But it was like a necklace with like the goat horn to ward off the evil eye. Like this is a thing. So it was weird to read it. I was like, that's weird because it's like very much something my family believes in, and I have the whole thing. I didn't have like the little
Rooted in reality.
Yeah, it's very much. I'm like, this is something like even these Canadian Italians, they came from Italy, obviously, and after World War II. But when they came, like it brought that with them, like very much believed. And even had like their Greek neighbors coming and like starting to buy into it. Like people would come and she would do this whole thing,
Mm-hmm.
and they swore by it. So it was like a whole thing. I'm like, oh yeah, well this is kind of odd for me to read about because I never really thought of it as like witchy, but I guess it is.
Yeah.
Like that's something my Nona did.
It's paganish.
Yeah, and I do have the goat horn, and there's some like 3 other charms on it that like ward away the evil eye. So
Look at you.
I'm like, this is
meant to
about-
be a witch.
I was meant to be. I should have never taken that necklace off, except it's like for a baby, so it'd be like I
Mm.
have it somewhere. But I was like, this is all like very what my
No.
family
Well,
was.
it's not
That's actually kinda cool.
interesting.
Yeah,
I thought that stuff was actually kind of cool.
Pretty
When it was
cool.
talking about it, because I'd heard about it, and I'd always seen it in like movies and like the old grandmas and everything. So I was just like,
Mhm.
that was really neat. I
Yeah,
did
it's like a
enjoy that.
different take than from what we usually read in terms of because I
Mhm,
wasn't sure
yeah.
how like witchy the book would actually be. It was more magical.
I was surprised to there was quite a witchy aspect to this.
There
book.
was.
Yeah.
Mhm.
They didn't sell that as much in the synopsis. I
No,
wasn't
they didn't.
prepared for how. I liked it.
They sold that whole searching for stupid lost artifacts.
Yeah,
bullshit,
which is not the.
just stupid.
They should have focused more on her being a healer and like. the
Yeah, they
power-
should have just made. She should have just made the story about her like healing fucking plague victims and other
Yeah.
sicknesses with all
Yeah.
these stones and shit.
That
And
stuff
like
was all
running
interesting.
away from inquisitors.
Yeah,
Because
yeah. The relic plot line just made it a little bit silly.
Mhm.
It wasn't like you don't buy into it as much.
No.
What do you guys think of the? I don't know if it plays out anymore, but the beginning parts of the little like romance with Ludovic. I actually really enjoyed that. I thought it was kind of cute.
It's very little.
I thought it was cute, especially when you saw the inscription on the back of the ring that he gave her.
Mhm.
And then Lucia met his wife, and she was like, he's with her in his memory. And I'm like, oh, well, he apparently always wanted her. That's
Mhm.
kind of cute.
I think she was very like, she wasn't too hung up on it, I guess.
Yeah.
I felt like she was pretty accepting of how it. She's just like,
Well, it was kind of understood. I mean, she was in a convent.
Yeah.
So,
I just liked her as a character, I have to say.
Yeah, I think in my review I said that she was a pretty well-rounded character with a good personality.
Yeah, like she wasn't.
So,
There weren't many moments or any moments where there was like, oh, she's so frustrating or that was dumb.
no, I feel like she was like kind of snarky.
Yep.
Very much. She's just like, well, this fucking sucks, but what am I gonna
Gotta
do?
move on. Yeah.
Gotta move on. Gotta do my thing. So, But the audio narration, did you listen to this on audio, Kristen?
I did.
What did you think of the audio narration?
Well, I listened at 2 times speed, so I didn't.
I mean, I listened to it at the same. I wasn't a fan of it.
They tried to make some Italian accents, but it didn't quite work.
She sounded very robotic.
Yeah.
And I don't feel like she changed her voice enough for different characters.
No, she didn't, because
they all just blended in the same to me.
I was confused because suddenly you were getting like Lucia's point of view, and I was like, oh.
I hated that when it switched point of view.
Yeah, it would switch point of views, but without really preparing you for it. Maybe it does better in the book. But I was like, suddenly we're talking in Lucia's head. Why?
Yeah.
There's page breaks in the book.
There's page breaks. In the audiobook, it was like so not obvious. So you're just suddenly like Lucia. And I'm like, what? How did we get here?
Yeah.
Why are we in this point of view?
Yeah, I don't know that it added anything.
Now, the book actually has pictures.
Oh, really?
Oh, it does? What does it have pictures of?
So the one picture I found so far. Let me bring it up. Oh, you bastards. Where is it? It's got the drawing that the Inquisitor did.
Which is?
With the list of relics that are missing.
Mm-hmm.
It's actually drawn out. It's not in color, but...
I think you've read a couple books lately that have illustrations in them.
Yeah. I gotta find it.
You should have bookmarked it.
I should have. But it's toward the front, so I was like, it can't be that hard to find it. I like the titles. Like, the goats led me here. I thought that was funny.
Did they even say those in the audiobook?
I think so.
Didn't stand out to me.
Yeah, here it is. No.
Oh, yeah, that's kind of cool.
Okay.
And then you have the body parts drawn up here.
Yeah. Well, it's a nice little addition.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So is that the only illustration you've seen?
Yeah, I think it's the only one that I found. Oh, no, there's another one. I think I just gave it away.
You just got spoiled for something?
I think so. I kind of had that idea anyway. So if I'm right, I already kind of figured that out. So yeah, solid 3.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what I got.
Yeah, it's a 3.
This wasn't awful, but it wasn't wow.
No, but it was better than the Witch Nazar, so.
True that.
I gave that 4. Thank
you. I know.
I don't think I was. I still think I liked The Weaver and the Witch Queen better than this one, though.
Me too.
And I only gave that like 3.5 stars, so I only like
The Witch Queen was awesome.
Weaver and the Witch Queen was my favorite of our book club ones.
That's why I'm the champion.
I'm pissed about it, but I had to admit it. It was my favorite.
Thank you. I don't think I'm gonna win this year, though.
Well, your next pick doesn't have me.
The next pick, I guarantee you, does not have any like plus. But no, I
don't know. I'm interested in your next pick.
Well, yeah, but like, I don't feel like it's going to be like holy shit. But a book that is a holy shit that does pertain to us. I finished Unbound. It was great.
I know. I have to read it.
You have to read it. Like,
you give it 5 stars?
I'm not giving my rank yet. I am still debating on it.
Imagine that's your first 5-star of the year. She won't do it just for principle.
She'll find some fucking little flaw that'll be like,
no, it's not
quite 5 stars. Even though I couldn't shut up about it and telling my girls to read this book. Give like, 5 stars, Jackie.
She'll be like, it's a 3.
Well, the first one was
blown away, and I couldn't stop talking about it. 3 stars.
3 stars. So many twists and turns, and it shocks, and she really stepped up her game. 3 stars.
She did step up her game.
I'm curious.
I was actually I did enjoy it a lot.
It's longer though, eh?
It's not much longer, but I think you girls would have appreciated it more than the first book. It's definitely better than the first book.
And I like the first one.
Based off of what you guys had problems with the first book, all of those get alleviated in the second book.
Okay.
Yeah, like lack of chemistry, the friendship, stuff
No
like that.
trials, right?
Huh?
No trials in this one.
Yeah, there's no trials. It's straight like storyline. So
does Nico die?
I am not saying a word.
Because if he dies, then it's a 5-star.
I'm not saying a word. Because there's a lot of reveals in here that I didn't see coming. There's some that I did see coming. I just didn't see her doing it that way. And then there were some that I was like, I'm sorry. Say what? Oh, okay. All right.
I'll read it.
There. We went that dark. That's creepy as fuck, but thanks.
Interesting. I'll read it and message you because
it was good.
I enjoyed it a lot. With the duology.
It's got a novella with it, but it's like a holiday novella. So yeah, but the main storyline, it ends. It clear cut ends. You know it's done.
Are you gonna read her other stuff?
I think so. Yeah, I think so.
This book was a debut, right? She doesn't have any more.
Yeah, she was a debut, which I feel like based off of her writing, like so far what I see, she has chops, but she needs to have more drama. Like you are having a witch heal people during the bubonic plague.
Yeah.
In one of the most romantic cities in the world. Fucking do it. She was just kind of like lackadaisically walking around. Yeah, is what it feels like most of the time.
You think that would be a little bit more like body gore?
Yeah.
With that, like, come on, describe the corpses and the
like you went to a graveyard,
the infections and shit like that. Like immerse me in this story and make me feel like ew.
Well, like the scene where she's like,
but no, I was just like, I think something happened in this book. I was listening to it. And it was one of those parts where something ridiculous happened. And I literally said, what the fuck did I just listen to?
Was it the arm thing?
No, I don't think it was.
Well, the scene that I just like sticks up in my mind is the gravedigger. He's picking up the maid and she's going to make sure that she actually gets buried. And she's like, what is that buzzing? What's that buzzing noise? He's like, oh, you'll see. We're just gonna turn around the corner. And I'm thinking all the flies and the larvae of all this like mass grave shit. It's just beetles. And she spends like half a paragraph describing this. I'm like, this was your chance to like gross me the fuck out. Because you kind of did it when the chick barfed up some black shit, which was weird. But
there's a lot of weird shit.
It was. I was like, I don't remember. Like, it was just weird. Like, the sicknesses are kind of weird. So.
Yeah, the tone of this was just weird.
It's very flat feeling.
I was like, what am I supposed to be laughing? Am I supposed to be serious? Like, I don't know what to feel here.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not like you felt devastated because people were dying that much. It was like she was kind of like only the family part got to me.
Yeah.
Where like the kids were dying. I was like, okay.
Yeah. Well, like I understand the bubonic plague people drop dead. Like I get that, but it seems like people they died much quicker. Like, oh, if you were here yesterday, he would have been alive. Really? If he's dead now, he was that close. She couldn't have saved him.
Yeah.
Because she already proven that they couldn't be that far along for her to save him with the little stony guys. So.
The only thing they talked about a lot was smell. I noticed that. How bad things smell.
Well, it is the
Renaissance. I feel like that was her way of trying to like make.
I think they mentioned something in there about I can't wash or something because, and I'm like, no, you need to wash. That's why you're sick.
Yeah,
like
but they didn't know.
Take a bath.
It's the 1300s. What are you saying, Jackie?
When it just jumping back and forth in the beginning from her being young to growing up. I actually enjoyed that, and that was in part 1. In part 2, she doesn't do that anymore.
I like that too.
And I liked that. Like, I kind of wish she would have continued that throughout the entirety of the book because that jumping back and forth was nice.
Part 1 was better than part 2, I think.
Yeah, I agree.
The whole aspect of the like curator at the what museum? I've been to this museum in New York. It's the library. It's the fucking library. I've been to this library. Come on. It's where the curator, you know, or at the end they like find her book, or she's
Oh,
like,
yeah,
I
yeah.
have something for you.
Mhm.
She works at this library. What's it called? It's the Morgan Library. There we go.
You got there.
I was like, I've been there. I thought that was stupid though. I was like, what the
I didn't
fuck is
understand that.
scary? I'm like, you couldn't just pick up this story with her as a child. That you had to do this whole like, oh, we're learning about women physicians and blah blah blah, and here's this manuscript I found at the end that links them all together. I'm like, that was pointless.
It was pointless. I didn't understand that. I was like, what?
I'm like, but hey, I recognize that name. I've been there. It always makes me happy when I like hear something in books and I'm like, I've been there.
I've been there. That's always fun when that happens in books, especially like paranormal books or fantasy books, when you actually know that they're talking about something that's real, but it's not supposed to be, but you're like, yeah, that's definitely here. I love that. That's one reason why I liked Laurel K. Hamilton's Anita Blake series so much, because it was set in St. Louis.
Was it?
Yeah, there's I think it's, which one is it? It's got the snake on the cover. At least the cover I had has a snake. It's been recovered so many times. But the bulk of it is set in the Fox Theater in St. Louis, which I've been
doing full workouts over here. Like, I'm trying to ignore you. I was trying to ignore you and just let you finish your stretches, but it's distracting.
I started to exaggerate it.
There's Daphne.
I love catching them live. They don't read
good.
the book.
I think I was talking trash about you in the last one, Daphne, so I'm glad you...
Yeah, she was.
But then you ended up being
commented on the video.
Right. You ended up being right in the end for me, so I was take it back.
Oh, what'd you say? Oh yeah. In case you didn't watch that, Daphne, let me paraphrase Kristen. Daphne doesn't matter. Or Daphne doesn't count. Daphne doesn't count.
Yeah, I was about saying
like,
how you hated it. I said, well, Daphne's opinion doesn't count.
Yeah, you see?
And then I ended up not loving it anyway, so you're right.
Don't let these Canadians fool you into thinking they're nice. She's like, snarky.
I was like, Daphne's opinion. And then you were right, so I take it back. At least I can admit when I'm wrong.
Oh, so
I haven't
Daphne
finished
was
it yet,
right.
but I'm still
guess
enjoying
you didn't
it.
like it.
I liked parts of it and didn't like it in the end. It's not like a rave, like everybody was in love with it. I'm curious about the second one though, because I like the sister.
We're just talking about all different books in this life.
But they're all witchy, and they're all things we've talked about. Daphne's always right. You were right. I remember always that vlog, Daphne. How much Daphne was like laughing at it. She didn't like
Daphne dissed my favorite book, and
which one?
Broke my friggin' heart.
What book did she diss?
Radiance. She said it was boring.
What? Well, that I can't get behind. That I disagree with. See, that's why I said Daphne's opinion about fantasy romance doesn't count. Dang, I did.
Daphne, you want to pop in here? I'll send you the link. If you want.
So funny. Because I always think of Daphne as more of a contemporary romance reader.
Yeah. I feel like Daphne needs to defend herself here a little bit.
No. I just think Daphne reads a bunch of different shit.
Yeah. Like where I feel like where Daphne and I's loves overlap, it's in contemporary romance. That's funny. But she pops in here after I was talking crap about her in the last one.
Yeah. She commented on the video of her live, and I was like, I was like, oh my God, that's awesome.
Oh, you're going to Japan? Fun. Have you guys read Peaches and Honey?
I haven't. I haven't read it yet, though.
I just read it like before we read this book to get back onto The Stone Witch of Florence. And if you want like Black Plague stuff, I actually think that one was more interesting.
Really?
Even though that because she's like immortal and you see her through time, and she's also a healer, so she one of the time periods she goes through is through that time period. She goes through like world wars and all that stuff, but it's all very interesting. And the part where she's in the Black Plague, I thought that was more interesting, more graphic, all that kind of stuff than this one.
Well,
and it's called Peaches and Honey, and it's more romantic.
Yeah, I heard it was like Addie LaRue, but more romantic.
Oh, it's on my want to read list. Cool.
Yeah, that one has gotten a lot of hype, and I think it deserves it. I thought that was really good.
Okay, I'll have to bump that one up a little
bit.
bit.
It's on my TBR shelf downstairs.
Yeah, I think it's a decent comp to this one, just for that. She's like a healer, witch, same kind of thing.
There you go. I'm looking for a good comp for my 25 and 25
picks.
She's a witch in the way I would say this one is. You know what I mean?
Okay.
She's a healer, like she.
Well, as long as it's got some, because I think Monica, for the book she picked, she was like, I don't really know if she's a witch, and I read the synopsis. I'm like, it sounds witchy enough for me.
Anything like that, like
powers.
Yeah, she's immortal. In this one, so. And she obviously she's going through the Black Plague, so she can't catch it. But it's complicated, so it's interesting.
I'll read it one of these days.
And I think it's just a duology. I have to read the second one still. I want to do the Unbound first, and then I'll come back to Peaches and Honey.
That's good. I was very happy about that. I was like, yes. So it gives me high hopes for the House Witch #2.
That is not going anywhere. I'm not going anywhere near that. Is that the first sequel you've read from one of our books, though?
Yes.
Yeah, I haven't read any of the sequels either.
I haven't either.
So I'm going to do this.
I think the only one that I have on my radar is the House Witch. I'm like, maybe I'll get around to reading that eventually.
Yeah. There's how many books? There's quite a few in that series, though.
Yeah, there are.
Yeah. Well, there's a spin-off series, too.
I'm not gung-ho to read it, but it's one if I were to read a sequel, it would probably be that one.
And they're on KU, aren't they? So
yeah,
I don't know.
I think they are, so you can just do it on a whim.
Speaking of our next book, what's our next book, Kristen, since it's your pick?
I like how we're 27 minutes in. Are we done?
It's always mine. We don't talk about the book on mine ever.
That's because you didn't even finish the book. So how are you?
Yeah, you didn't finish the book. You didn't come prepared with questions to ask us. You didn't do your homework, Jackie.
Don't throw me under the bus. You don't come for questions most of the time, too. You pass somebody else pick books, so you don't have to pick them.
Yeah, so you don't have to do it.
I picked the first book, thank you.
Yeah, but you didn't host the thing.
Yeah.
But my person at least came prepared with questions.
Very prepared, more prepared than the actual members of the club.
Whenever I do have a book, I will have questions.
Which will be what? October?
I will have questions from July's pick.
That's not your book.
It's not my book, but I'll come with questions.
Our next pick I am hosting. It's called The Vampire's Bargain by Jasmine Walt. I don't think there's an audiobook, which is very sad.
I couldn't find one.
But it's on KU. So this is the start of a series, Empire of Eternal Night. What is this about? Couldn't tell you. It is a brand new vampire witch fantasy series set in a dark world filled with celestial magic, deadly alliances, and forbidden romance. Do you need to know more? I can't say half these words.
I couldn't say half the words in this book because they're Italian places.
I could do the Italian ones. I was like, hey, I actually know this.
Is this the one about the woman who ends up in a coma or something, and then a vampire wakes her up?
Katina is the most powerful witch in some kind of city, a fierce defender of witch kind and humanity. She stands at the bastion against the vicious threat of the vampire kingdom, rising to become the deadliest vampire hunter the world has ever known. So it's like your typical...
But where the fuck does the coma come in? Is this not this book I'm thinking
of? I don't see anything about a coma in this.
Or she ends up falling into a deep sleep or
so is this like Laurel K. Hamilton and Buffy?
I don't fucking know, Jackie. I didn't watch any of this.
That is... You've never watched Buffy?
I watched a couple episodes, but I didn't care for it.
Jeez. That is until her lover betrays her in cold blood, stealing her away in a magical prison so he can take her powers for himself. For 50 long years, She has dreamed of nothing but vengeance. But when she's finally freed from her magical prison, it is not by a fellow witch, but by a dangerous vampire lord.
Oh, okay. So she wasn't in a coma. She's just in a prison. Okay.
She's in a prison.
So I was somewhat remembering the correct.
Yes, it has very good reviews. I know you read something else by this author and you didn't like it.
I read the Dragon book by her.
This one, The
Promise
and Fire.
Yeah, I read that. I gave it like 3 stars.
It doesn't have as good of reviews, so we'll see.
So I've really been hoping that this would become free at some point, but it hasn't. So alas, I'm gonna have to buy it.
I got on a Kindle.
Yay!
Then there's going to be a new edition, a special edition of it, like a new cover.
There are like 3, all of them have different covers.
I know.
The ebook has a different cover than the paperback, than the
I don't know
hardback.
if it was picked up. Is it traditionally published now?
I have no idea.
So I don't know what happened there. That's always the thing with fantasy romance.
The couple on it.
With the couple, yeah, because I have it on Kindle.
It stands out more than the other covers.
Yeah, there are definitely 3 covers. Like, what is this on my Kindle?
Yeah, like, what does that tell me about this?
Nothing. It's like the most basic. So many fantasy romances on KU have that kind of cover.
Yeah.
That's the cover that I have.
Yeah, but the the actual hardcover.
And then there's one with like a hand holding a sword or some shit.
Yeah.
No.
Is this, which I love.
Yeah, that's the one that.
Yeah, which is like part of why I picked it. So let's just be honest here.
Mm-hmm.
And he's got his hand like on her throat.
Mm-hmm.
And necklaces.
Oh yeah, so hopefully it's good. We will see. I'll try and come with questions.
Let me see when our live show or when our reading sprints are for these. Hold please. Our reading sprints in April will be April 13th at 5 p.m. EST on Laura's channel.
Laura's finally hosting some sprints.
Mm-hmm.
So,
where is Laura? I miss Laura. Haven't seen her in ages.
She was on our last live show.
Yeah, you guys did sprints, I think, without me.
Yeah, although last month we had a lot, not this past month, but the February, we had a lot of sprints because Becky, you needed like support to get shit done. We should do more of those. That was fun.
We did.
Well, I mean, Jackie, you can be like, "Hey, I want to do random reading sprints. Who wants? You can host those too, you know."
I know.
Well, we did Phantasma.
I know we did. And I'm gonna finish it. Once I finish this book, then I'm finishing Phantasma, and then I got to finish the fucking resort, and then I'm done for this month.
And then you're in the middle of so many things.
Yeah.
How many
pages I have the
left?
audiobook of Claiming Sleeping Beauty, and I'm just gonna listen to that one night.
How many pages do you have left of Phantasma?
Half.
Half of it.
Mm-hmm.
So basically, what she stopped reading on sprints, that's as far as she got.
Well, she messaged me about a reveal, so you read a bit more.
Yeah, I got a little bit more. So, like, but not much further.
Just know, Becky, we were wrong.
Yeah.
You were wrong?
Yeah.
And it was not exciting to be wrong. I was like,
no, it was boring.
Damn. I kind of almost wish I was right because I
know what you're wrong about.
We were wrong about who Gabriel is.
Yeah.
Oh, he's not the Phantasma guy?
Mm-mm.
No.
Yeah.
I don't want to spoil it for people.
No, I think he's the sister's love interest.
No.
No?
I'll put it in the private
If it is, that's gonna make that book really fucking dark. And weird.
I just put it in the private chat.
Yeah.
So boring.
Yeah, it was not exciting. Like when it got revealed, I was like, "Wait, what?" Oh, okay.
Should have guessed it though.
That? Like,
probably should have guessed it though.
Yeah, probably.
Just because it's like I feel like that's a common reveal for things.
Yeah.
Did you read it yet?
No, I haven't.
How rude.
Oh my god. There's a lot of good reveals in.
Oh, okay. No, he's not her love interest.
No, I would hope not.
Yeah. Unless it's really fucking twisted. I mean, there is phantom sex in this book, so maybe it could.
No, I thought his name sounded familiar from her book synopsis, but I just went and read her book synopsis, and that's not it.
Yeah. So. I do have to admit, though, Unbound, like,
she's still on this book, and it's gonna be a 3-star book.
Yeah. If it's not 5 stars, I'll riot.
It's not 5 stars. You just won't fucking stop talking about this book.
There's no such thing as a 5-star Jackie book. This is not 5 star. Don't be so picky.
I am picky.
Just give us that. I feel like it's happened. It's at the point now where you just haven't gotten a 5-star. Now you just won't out of like.
Yeah, like I felt like that in the last couple books I've been reading. I'm like 4.5. I'm like, this is, but I genuinely couldn't. Like I would sit there and be like, nope, I do not feel like I can just give this a 5-star right now. I don't. So the last couple books, but it just, I feel like though this video was definitely a trial. Like it definitely showed me that how picky I am. Mm-hmm. But towards the end of the books, like I felt like I was picking better books to read.
You needed a video to tell you were that picky?
Huh?
You needed a video to tell you were that picky? Bitch, I could have saved you all that trouble told you.
You just have to look at your spreadsheet from last year.
I did have a spreadsheet.
I know, and it had like 2 or 5 stars on it. So
like 4 or 5.
I thought we went through it. It was like 3 or something. And they were the most random books.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm just a weird duck.
I don't know how many 5 stars I've had this year. Let me check.
I've probably had a bunch. I'm pretty free with my 5 stars.
You're free with your 5s. You're free with your DNFs.
Mm-hmm. I started my next episode, my April episode, and my reader read.
Mm-hmm. How many DNFs?
And I already DNF'd the first book.
Oh, of course.
Because I was like, I just can't do it.
I almost DNF'd the Oracle one that was being read by Joshua Jackson.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was like, I don't care.
I just saw a video of him came up on my Instagram today. I was like, oh, looks good.
Did you read that book, Kristen, The Baby Dragon Cafe?
No. I've heard very mixed things about it. Yeah.
I that's one that I started listening to, and I got like 10% in, DNF'd it. It felt like it was written for like a 12-year-old.
Oh no, because I looked so cute, and then I was looking at reviews. I'm like, oof. I only have 3 5 stars apparently. Apparently, I'm picky this year. I don't know what's happening.
I'm rubbing off on you.
Oh really? I only have 9.
This one should probably be a 5-star. I
only have 9. Yep, just 9. But how many books have I read? Actually, no. Let me take that back. 7, because 2 of those 5 stars are actually 6 stars.
I don't do that. What are your 6 stars?
I don't do 6 stars.
That one that you always talk about, I forget what it's called.
My 6 stars so far have been The Scattered Bones.
That's it.
And my reread of Twisted Games.
Okay. I knew
I have something. 9 4 stars and 9 3 stars. And the rest of them were all peppered in after that. I have 9 4 stars.
46 books so far this year.
Wow.
And only 7 5 stars.
Like 25 books.
Yeah, I'm around that too. I haven't been reading as much this year. All my 5 stars are from authors I already love, so that's not that helpful.
I'm on track for my goal. That's what I'm happy about. Is I'm on track for my goal.
Yeah.
So
I haven't been into audiobooks as much this year for some reason. I've been like listening to a lot of music, and it's very much cutting into my audiobook time.
I'm getting like, I love audiobooks, don't get me wrong, but I'm getting to the point where like I'll listen to an audiobook and I listen to my normal speed, like 1.2, 1.3. And then some I'll start at 1.5, just depending on who the narrator is. But I find myself by the end of the audiobook being like, 2, thanks, get ready to be done. Get annoyed.
I start at 2, so I can.
Sometimes that's what I do. I'll start it at like 2 if it's like somebody's voice I can understand. Like if they have I had to slow one down to 1.5 because he had a Scottish accent.
Mm-hmm.
But usually it's 2. And by the end of it, man, I just want to get the book done, so I like speed it up to 2.5.
Yeah. That's what I do too.
Like this is like a 3.5 star book, but come on.
Yeah. It's not the book that's boring me. It's like
get us some views. Get us some views. What are you saying, Jackie?
It feels like I've noticed with some of the audiobooks is that okay, one, I've never been a big fan of female narrators anyway, so I try to stay away from those as much as possible.
Wow. What a sexist.
I just don't. I don't want to hear. I just don't. I don't want to hear.
I feel like most of the audiobooks I listen to are female narrators.
Yeah, I like the guys' voices, but at the same time, I'm sitting there and I'm like, okay, I'm kind of bored with you reading to me. Like, I rather do this myself. Like,
and it's easier to get distracted. I don't know that I take it in as easily.
Mm-hmm. I need to find some comedy audiobooks because listening to some of the stuff I've been listening to, some of the thrillers and the darker stuff and the more like intense stuff, I'm just like, no, I have to focus on this. So I need something I can just like
The Ornithologist's Field Guide to Love. That was funny.
I've heard good things about that one.
A Nameless Witch. That was funny. That's all I got.
There you go. I need to find some funny ones.
Maybe you need to be a rom-com reader.
Maybe.
The Nameless Witch. There's a scene in there where like the road. I'm pretty sure the road is like his point of view, like a road.
Oh, that's funny.
And the broom. The road and the broom
have POVs.
They all have POVs.
Oh my god! I thought the cat in whatever House Witch was bad,
but the broom is sweeping the road.
Oh my god! What are you reading?
And it's so fucking funny. I love it. Oh.
Is this the Nameless Witch? Let me look it up.
Yeah, that's so funny.
Is it on KU? Is it on KU?
I don't know, but I found the audiobook on Everend.
Is it Natalie C. Parker? No.
Huh? No, it's by Ailey Martinez.
Oh my goodness.
What the fuck? Why are you so loud, people?
I don't know. I'm just getting kind of bored with audio books lately. Like they're not. Leather and Lark just really disappointed me a lot. And I was like, this was supposed to be really good. And it's not.
No, I'm finding that now I'm listening to more audiobooks. Even if I have like the physical book. I'd be like, let me see if I can find the audiobook for this. And then I tend to read it.
I go through phases. I feel like that was me last year. I read more. And then this year I'm like not into it.
It's just easier for me to read shit when I'm like doing other shit.
Yeah. But I've been listening to music. So like I just haven't.
Well, that's why I didn't read very much last year because I was watching Bridgerton all the time.
Bridgerton.
Now that I don't have Bridgerton to take
other things just take priority.
It's just books now.
I started rewatching The Shield, which was probably a mistake.
The Shield.
I love that show.
I just watch trash reality TV at this moment. I haven't been watching anything serious.
I don't watch anything now.
No. You got rid of your Bridgerton addiction.
I get to watch Bridgerton.
2026, is that the next season?
Yeah, I just went like a whole month and I hadn't watched it, so I'm like, why am I paying this $7.90 if I'm not watching?
Can't you just like watch your favorite scenes on like TikTok or something?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm sure they're uploaded somewhere.
Yeah, just because I don't watch Bridgerton anymore doesn't mean I am not watching fan edits on YouTube.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, isn't the stuff that you like probably available for free? Because I feel like you're skipping things you don't like anyways.
I just watch the fan edits of the music compilations and shit. Yeah. Or I watch other people watch it for the first time and commentate on it.
I actually do not like that.
I love watching the commentators, like the movie reviewers on YouTube. Because I'm like, oh, I don't want to watch this video, but I want you to watch it for me. So I can kind of watch it, but not really.
No.
I got to do something fun today. I got to go through all my reading stats and get my goals for the first quarter. Doing pretty good for the first quarter so far.
Yeah, I feel like you are compared to last year.
Yeah. I mean, this month I have sucked on the weekly wrap-ups of filming them. They're all
our witchy dance.
I'm trying to draw on the view.
It's the Black Hat Book Coven dance move.
Yeah. What the fuck?
She's more mentally stable this round. That's why.
Yeah. Better headspace.
When her mental health goes, then she loses.
I feel like it's different. Like for some people, when their mental health isn't great, they read more. Mm-hmm. For some, it's less.
Well, for me, it's what I read. You know what I mean? Like I like the depressing, heart-wrenching shit.
So when you're in that headspace,
when I feel like that,
100%.
So that's when I watch The Shield.
My shoulders.
Becky, why do you keep pushing your chest out at us?
Because my shoulder blades hurt. I'm trying to get the kink out of it.
She's trying to do a mean.
I'm trying to appeal to the male viewership.
Put those things away.
Because there's so many male viewers.
There is.
There is. What is your male viewership?
And one of them's me.
I don't know.
Look at your stats to see what percentage of your audience is. I think mine's like 98% female or something.
Oh, that's a good question.
I think my kid's home.
I wonder what mine is. That got me curious.
Yeah, you have to go. I think it has to be on your desktop, though.
No, I think you can find it in your stats.
Can you?
Just through the app.
The fuck?
It makes sense given what I read.
Age. I have a 28% male audience.
Wow, more than mine. They're good. They're there for because you're putting out your chest all the time.
Yeah. You don't even see my chest in half of them.
Like, and you got your wigs on. They're there for like your costumes and your.
When I'm not wearing makeup and have my hair up in a bun like this, and it's sexy.
You're trying to appeal to the male gaze.
Yeah, you know it, baby. You know it.
Look at how rude Jackie is.
What are you doing, Jackie?
Talking to her hubby, I'm guessing.
Oh.
Talking to my daughter. She's got home.
Oh. I thought you were just staring off into space. Hi, Elizabeth.
Your hair looks super red today. Maybe the lighting.
She looks like it dyed soon. Or done soon. I don't know what she's doing to it.
Are we going blonde?
They just had a driving lesson.
Oh.
Did they win?
Yeah, I got Mercy.
Oh, okay.
15-0. Jace got a home run.
Go, Jace.
It works.
Who else is watching us?
Just sitting here.
I don't know some random one other person. They never say anything.
It's one of your male audience members looking at her.
It's me and somebody else.
Not me.
Yeah, there's always the one random person. They never say anything.
I
don't think it's Daphne though. It might be Daphne.
I think Daphne left. She would have been talking.
I tune in to give you the view.
We always say it's Laura, remember?
Yeah.
Well, it might be Laura.
It might be Laura.
You know, I feel like Laura would say something.
Yeah, I think she would too.
Yeah.
Laura, see you? Is somebody here because you keep putting out your chest?
I don't see my chest all that much. Damn, Kristen.
Stop.
Oh my God. You guys are ridiculous.
Put your chest out. It'll really grab attention, Kristen.
No, there's a reason I'm down here like this.
You know you got bigger boobs than me.
Yeah, they're ridiculous.
Okay.
Well, lift them up, girl.
No.
Oh, no, it's fine. You can see it. Elizabeth can show it to you.
I don't want to see Elizabeth. Like, that's a child, Jackie.
The organization of the kitchen, jackass.
For what?
The organization of the kitchen, jackass.
Are you still organizing your kitchen?
No, I'm showing my mother-in-law. She just dropped my daughter off.
I'm like, you're still working on that? Like 5 weeks later? My God.
No, I'm working
Just
on
doing-
my closet now, my personal closet.
Oh,
My daughter-in-law's over there with her friends talking about their boobs on the internet.
Give your grandmother a hug before she tears up my house. What the?
she won't give a hug.
Jackie,
What did you two break?
your heart and your patience.
What?
What'd she break?
I think they're breaking my fucking house.
There's lots of giggling happening. The driving lesson did not go well.
No, it did.
Don't.
But now they're breaking my house.
I've been broke.
All right.
All right, I gotta get Grandpa home.
All right. Thanks for taking her.
You're welcome.
Bye.
I thought I was running into a wall, and I ran into your craft room, and I fell backwards.
Into the craft room?
Yes.
What did you do? You didn't hit my cricket, did you?
I don't think so.
Oh my God. How often do you use the cricket?
A lot.
You
You
do?
break my shit. Your dad's already pissed.
I have a cricket. It's downstairs in the basement.
You
Do you
okay?
use it?
I used it for like 6 months straight.
Okay.
What were you making?
I was making shirts. I was trying to do like a bookish Etsy
Oh,
shop
like Etsy shop?
with shirts. I mean,
And?
people bought them. Had sales for like 6 months, but then I was, man, I'm getting tired of this shit. I was like, I did a whole like astrology meets bookish
Oh, cute.
design.
Cute.
Mine says, what does mine says? Mine says, can't certified book nerd.
Oh, that's cute, actually.
And it has a little crab holding a book.
What was the Gemini one?
I think it was Gemini. I'd rather be reading.
Cute.
That's cute.
That's cute.
Did you have one for Taurus?
It was, what was it? The Taurus one. Taurus. I can't remember what the Taurus one was.
Should bring those back. I want a Gemini one.
I think I had the logos. What the fuck was it? I wonder if I have them in my computer log somewhere.
I just love that Jackie's a Taurus because she has such Taurus energy.
It was like,
From what?
You have such Taurus energy.
I know.
I have so many Tauruses in my life. Tauruses and Virgos.
see if I have them on in my pictures, if I saved them.
Hey,
Can you
Lizzie,
cover
give
his
me a soda.
Is this it?
Get me a soda. Yes.
Bitch, I can't see what the fuck those are.
I can't even see you, Becky. You're,
Yeah.
It's because I turned my thing off because I'm super close to my computer and I didn't want you to see my face.
You
I
always
flipped
do that
it.
though. You always do that though.
They didn't want to see their face.
I had this. Can I screen share with you people?
I can. I have a present thing down here.
Hold on, I gotta figure out how the fuck to do this.
We're really talking a lot about this book.
I know.
Yeah, it's just a bitch session at this point.
Yeah.
I feel like we said what we had to say. Considering the
I mean,
host didn't finish it.
I mean, I didn't even finish the book, and there's still not a lot going on. Like, there's not.
There's not.
There's
And
not
the
a lot of
reveals-
build up. There's nothing to talk about. There's no like reveals or anything. It's just a solid 3 because it's interesting. But if you weren't interested in this stuff, it probably would not be interesting.
Exactly. And the character is not annoying. Like the character is decent to follow. So you're not like frustrated by it, even though there's a lack of plot happening.
She's also
Okay.
not doing anything stupid. So
No. Yeah.
Okay.
Unlike Phantasma, she started to.
Let me see.
Are
I
you doing
don't
present?
know if I can share it or not. I don't think I can.
Why not?
I don't know. Because it's not a tab on my... It's not a tab. It's in my photos.
Yeah.
listen to us on Instagram.
Balls.
Did you find out what the Taurus one is though?
Oh, I could have. Hold on, let me go look again.
Is that where she went in the first place? Jesus Christ.
I have this one called BILF.
Book I'd like to.
It
What is that, like?
stands for books I'd like to finish.
Oh.
Okay, my mind was not there.
I knew it was
Mine
books.
was
I'd
definitely
like
boys
to
I like to fuck.
Yeah.
I was like, well, I think we all have that folder.
Books I'd like to finish.
I know I do.
Were you a fan fiction reader, Jackie?
Is that a bunny? What is that?
What is it?
I think it is a bunny. I thought it was a bird maybe at first. No, it's a bunny. His ears are just like pinned back.
Cute.
I have one that says IRS. I read smut.
Oh my god.
This
I
is
like
a
it.
cute design, though. I should have made myself a shirt of that.
Excuse me, what is the Taurus one?
I'm looking for it. God damn, I made a lot of designs.
Jeez. Did they all sell?
No, not all of them. Did I not keep that one there?
Here are your clicks. Clicky,
I don't
click,
think
click, click.
I don't think I kept it.
Wow. This is riveting content.
Yeah.
This is why nobody
Sorry.
watches my stuff because this is what happens.
I
All the
didn't
cool
keep
stuff happens on
it.
other people's channels.
You didn't keep that one?
I didn't keep my zodiac ones.
How silly.
I can't remember what Taurus was though. Now that's gonna drive me crazy till I figure it out. It was like Taurus.
I don't even know what you could do with that.
I did something with it, but for the life of me, I can't freaking remember what it was, and I don't have the thing anymore.
Fail.
Tore us apart, put us back together.
That's cute. but no,
That is
one-
cute, but not bookish.
It is. It's kind of a book trope. It's Romeo and Juliet trope. They didn't want them together. Forbidden romance.
It's Romeo and Juliet.
So you ready to call this? Because we're
Yeah,
not
I'm like, I think we're done here.
we're done here.
We got to an hour almost.
Yeah. Okay. So that's our discussion of this book.
Sort of,
Stone
kind of.
Florence, a solid
3
for
stars,
all of
3
us.
stars, 3 stars, 3
Yeah,
stars.
3 stars. It's just a solid
Watch
thing.
me come back and Laura's like, it was a 5.
I'm gonna laugh my ass off.
If Laura ends up liking this book more than us, I'll be shook.
Yeah. But right now it's a solid 3 for me, but I still have to finish it, so it could change for me. But
Yeah,
that's what we
let
got. Our next reading sprint is April 13th.
13th.
Yeah.
13th. And we're gonna be sprinting Kristen's book.
The Vampire's
Here's
Bargain.
Bargain. I mean, you
What?
might see us before that. Who knows when the
Who
fuck-
knows? We might
Yeah,
just
you-
want to
Random sprint.
The next time we
Officially.
will title it Black Hat, official reading sprint.
Yeah. Those are just spontaneous reading
Yeah.
sprints.
We
Yeah.
gotta keep it spicy around here. So
Mhm.
okay, that's what we got, and we will see you guys all soon. Bye.